Ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Akasan's Honest Reactions. I am Akasan.
And I'm Sharla.
Sharla here, checking out the channel, Akasan's channel here. We're actually, for those of you that don't know, we're live here in the YouTube Japan studios.
Yeah.
Beautiful Tokyo Tower right behind us. We reserved the special VIP room for such dominant J-vloggers, you know. Originally we were just gonna do it at my studio here.
Not good enough, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was just like, nah. So she was like, let me just call the head of Google real quick, and she was like, it's Shar. Can you book the private black and white suite? And they were like, yes. Hi, senpai. Anyways, they were doing a game show earlier. Speaking of which, we're gonna check out your second reaction here.
Yes.
Top 10 what the fuck Japanese game shows here.
They're all what the fuck.
I think so. And you know what's was going to be interesting to me, because how long have you been here in Japan?
10 years.
10 years. So I've been here for 5. I think both of us, between the collective amount here, I think we're probably going to know 2 or 3 of them. That's about it.
I think so.
That's the weirdest part about living in Japan.
Yeah.
I actually don't have a TV right now.
I don't watch TV. I hate the guy that comes to your door and forces you to pay money. Yes.
See.
Screw you, NHK man.
My tip: first you need to be black.
And scary.
2, you need to be a man. And I just come out. Have you ever seen Bad Boys? The original Bad Boys movie, Will Smith, when some dude is trying to date Martin Lawrence's daughter.
Yeah.
So Will Smith comes out like, yo, what the fuck's up, man?
I'll try that next time.
Just be all thuggish,
I'll try that.
Scare the shit out of him. Boom. Akasan giving life tips for living in Japan. Be scary and black. Works like a charm. Black Lives Matter. Hashtag that. Here we go.
Okay.
This should have been a try not to laugh. Okay, here we go. Watch Mojo.
These are the peculiar and confusing schemes of Japanese television. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 ridiculous Japanese game show.
Oh my god.
I definitely know AK Bingo.
Oh, what did she just
We're showcasing outlandish Japanese game and variety show moments that push the boundaries of what
I know this one.
Do you? I haven't seen that
one. Yeah.
Oh my, what?
But first, a little
I'm gonna let them explain that
There will
one.
be some moments on this countdown that feature segments that aren't from actual game shows, but rather are staged or scripted sketches or scenes that are game show-like.
Well, that's just cheating. Yes. Everyday Katusha. Okay. Wow.
Number 10. Seeing What Happens. Full disclosure, what you're witnessing is not a man
I know this
contemplating
one.
the ultimate karaoke jam, but rather a man receiving an intense hand job. As you may have guessed, the goal of this competition is less about wowing the audience and more about preventing ejaculation. And we're not making that up.
This was on
given
TV?
That is, in fact, the objective. The object of the game is for the
Weird. They got it from Young Turks, so.
And to not be distracted by the hand job,
yeah.
they need to be able to hit the proper notes perfectly in order to win. While the physical act
I'm sad I missed this one. When did this air?
The show may crush your perceptions of happy-go-lucky Japanese people. The possibility that it's possibly just a segment from an erotic variety show might
With all due respect,
relieved.
I'd probably beat this with flying colors. Wow, no pun intended at all. I did not.
Maybe you should be careful what you sign up for during your next excursion to Japan.
Wow. Yeah. Japanese guys must be really sensitive.
If you're afraid of tight spaces and small rooms, you might want to stay away from this
I'm kind of familiar with
but
this
if
one.
you're the adventurous type, or think you can at
I like
least handle
this, yeah.
living seriously through
She's
the
my fave.
contestants,
Yeah.
Joy will challenge
Oh, it's not her.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that's
Oh my God.
that's a man. I think I know who you're thinking about.
The Egyptian-inspired challenge
funny.
that really got our attention. Players must correctly answer questions
That
within a
doesn't
certain
look
period of
safe.
time before
Right.
they are completely turned
Mummified.
into a
Or you
real
die.
mummy. But for those that fail, then it's
sarcophagus.
a wrap. Number 8.
Never mind. This is the one I was thinking of. This one looks cool.
Most of you are probably familiar with
Yeah,
Western
it's really
quiz
cool.
shows in which contestants agree to answer difficult questions. But in this questionable Japanese program, also known as Gero, contestants actually agree to put their lives in danger.
Really?
All for the sake of live
Wow.
TV.
Yeah.
No, and maybe a few prizes. Case in point,
It's
the
really
Bean
cool.
Room, a competition in which these poor bastards attempt to avoid plummeting to certain death. Okay, who really knows what the heck is down there? But it doesn't look good.
It's
Then
that.
You can see the green
Oh,
screen.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no problem.
Okay.
Everybody loves watching others scramble for their
Oh.
lives.
Oh.
Number 7, candy or not candy?
Ah, I think I've heard of this one. Wow.
Well, imagine you had to chew on him with the idea that he might actually be tasty candy.
Oh my
The
god.
concept of the one-off candy or not candy is rather simple.
What?
As
Yeah.
you might have guessed, celebrity contestants pick out household items, give them a taste, and make an educated guess about their true nature.
I miss all the
Sure,
good shows.
you may
I've
not
never
find some
seen
of these
these.
phallic
Yeah.
scenarios on North American primetime TV, but therein lies the comedy, along with the horrified expressions of the competitors, who actually chose to endure such a fiasco.
That's not so
Number
bad.
6.
Yeah, that's not
though.
bad.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Minasan
I've seen
Okage
Gifts
Gishita.
of this one.
In this
Yeah.
family-friendly game show,
Mm.
there's a competition known as Brain Wall.
That looks
Hole in
fun.
the wall
Yeah.
or human Tetris.
It gets harder
In this
though.
game,
Oh.
contestants
Yeah.
get to earn points by squeezing through tight spaces, even if the actual shapes don't necessarily seem fit for the human body.
Right.
Okay, maybe there's not a whole lot to the concept, but it's always fun to watch people get destroyed by large styrofoam
That's fun.
blocks, especially when they're wearing spandex unitards.
That was close.
Isn't
That
water
was
a
close.
little yellow?
Wow.
Given the YouTube success of Brainwall, America capitalized on the momentum with
Oh, really?
the 2008 series
Interesting.
Hole in the Wall, with
What?
essentially
Hole
the
in
same
the Wall.
concept and cleaner water.
This is weird.
Glory hole. Yeah. What's next, right? I had no
Number 5,
idea.
Yeah.
Downtown Nogake
Of course.
Oh, this guy.
Of course.
I love this
Tintin.
clip.
Tintin.
You guys all gotta watch this.
Undoubtedly one of the most
Tintin.
enduring
Tintin.
and popular Japanese
Tintin.
television series, this variety show is yet another program
The original
to feature
Try Not to
double-act
Laugh.
Yeah.
comedy of Hitoshi Matsumoto and Masatoshi Hamada, also known as Downtown. Gake no Tsukai has become best known for its Batsu games, as series regulars must endure extensive punishment, which usually means containing their
God.
laughter through absurd scenarios.
Oh, that hurts so much. Oh.
In one of the games within a game, a competitor receives punishment in a
Right.
silent library. And while the penalties aren't usually extreme, the show always makes for a bizarre viewing experience.
It just seems normal to me now. I'm like
Number
decent.
It is,
sometimes
right?
to this
Yeah.
stuff.
In
Now this
Wet n
I've
Wild
never
Japanese
seen. Wow.
game show,
I've
which
seen
we're
this
gonna
one.
call slippery stairs to keep things simple. Contestants must get to the top
Looks like
of
some
the staircase.
KY jelly, though, right?
The
Probably
primary goal
is.
is to survive a violent fall down a flight of soapy
Maybe
stairs.
not. Oh,
There's
it's.
really no end to the humiliation.
Oh, okay, it is soapy.
And,
Soap?
well, it's not
Oh.
exactly safe, given that some competitors wear little more than their birthday suits.
Why? Why?
It's not clear how many people
Oh.
have torn their ACLs or broken their
Oh,
ankles
that
on
looks
these
so
slippery stairs.
painful.
Yeah.
But who really cares,
Ouch.
right? A good fail
Slip.
is worth everybody's time.
Gung,
Oh.
gung, gung, gung. Oh, God.
Number 3.
Hey.
Okay, I was looking forward
You
to
may not be
this one.
familiar
Yeah.
with the Japanese idol group known as AKB48.
No, who are they?
With over 1
Never heard
million
of them.
members, they've sold millions upon millions of records and have their own variety show. And let's just say
love
that
this
AK
show.
Bingo features a slightly different kind of stage performance.
God.
While the girls are seemingly safe within the confines of the studio, and the games are limited
a
to
real
quizzes on
cockroach?
sports
Yeah.
and news, it's the visuals that make AK Bingo
Hey,
so incredibly
true.
peculiar. Whether it's the fashion, or witnessing the girls react to what most Westerners would consider questionable scenarios.
Ah.
Gosh.
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes,
god.
yes.
Oh. Ah! Did she not realize what it is? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, there was so much more they could have gone for that. Yeah. Orgasm more. I know
Thought
this.
the
I don't know
karaoke
this
hand
one.
job game show segment was a bit troubling.
Oh,
Allow
no.
us to introduce Orgasm Wars, a competition in which gay men try their hardest to make straight men happy. Wondering who agrees to sign up for something like this? And yes, that is a good question. Well, how about straight porn stars?
Right.
Despite the fact
Right.
that the show's probably scripted, it's important to consider the entertainment value of Orgasm Wars, since there is no actual nudity. We can try to explain. but
Oh
we'll
my
just let
god. Oh my god.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some
I like how
honorable
Watch
mentions.
Mojo jacked that from Nico Nico Doga.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Never seen this.
They have to get round the
Ah, of course.
Oh, Takeshi's
Yeah.
Castle, okay.
without ending up in the
It's the American version.
#1, Strip the Girl.
What?
Oh.
Here you go, feminists. A rollicking game show that objectifies women as maniacal male contestants try to unveil their naked bodies for the big win. Strip the Girl, or at least that's the name we're going to give it, would be naturally offensive if the woman was just standing there and waiting for the men to remove her clothes. But the shower aspect of the series reveals something larger about gender roles in televised entertainment. Just as audiences applaud an uninhibited, almost naked man slipping and sliding around, they seemingly take the same amount of pleasure in the slow public reveal of an entirely nude woman, smiling away for the camera. Do you agree with our list?
Yeah.
What's your favorite
I'm very
ridiculous Japanese
confused.
game?
This should have been #1.
Yeah.
For more mind-blowing top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to Watch Mojo.
Wow. Okay.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, that last one, I don't know.
Like, I don't see why they chose that as #1.
But you know what? I think we're just desensitized.
We are.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Watch Mojo. You take videos from everybody. Okay. They should do a top 10 reactor, top 10 J-vloggers. Yeah, they would love that. Sorry, a little conversation we were having off camera. Anyways, the last pick, I was wondering about, like, I think what it is we're desensitized.
Yeah, totally.
That's what it is. Totally normal to us.
10 years ago, this would have been like, oh my god. But now it's kind of like, oh, that's a little weirder
No.
than usual.
Yeah. Getting kinky and going crazy over
Yeah.
a woman's naked body.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Wednesday in Japan, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
What's more interesting is doing more kind of like very borderline gay shit
Yeah.
to see a woman's naked body.
Yeah.
Welcome to Friday in Japan. Like that's what's more interesting to me. It was very normal.
Yeah,
Very normal.
Yeah.
But I've actually enjoyed AK Bingo a lot. They've done
Is that a series?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was a little. I used to watch it a lot more like 5 years ago when AKB
Right.
was at its height.
Right.
Because all the bigger actors or bigger performers and singers were on that show.
Yeah.
But they've just done some really interesting things. Like they have a lot of games where they played Russian roulette with like a balloon.
Yeah.
Popping and such.
Yeah.
There's some other really good ones that I'm blanking out. Dodgeball, they've done like these crazy dodgeball ones that they get really hurt, so then they have to do like a special task or something like that. But by far is probably the one that
The cockroach.
the cockroach, like when they're like eating live cockroaches
Yeah.
or something like that. That's the one that's kind of gross.
I kind of feel bad for them because I feel like they didn't want to agree to that.
So having a gay man suck you off, I could see where that would be kind of appealing. Not for me to watch, but the intrigue of having a porn star who does that
Definitely.
for a daily sort of business.
Yeah.
I could see where that's like, oh, you'll never beat me. I just did.
Right.
Very interesting. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to find that episode and watch it.
And please enjoy. Watch it with your fiance. Share it with a loved one. Sharing is caring.
For tonight, honey.
So, your second reaction, how do you feel about that?
I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I'm watching stuff that I wouldn't normally be watching, so...
Well, that's what Akasan brings to the table. Lesbian ghost and gay men sucking off porn stars. Red Dreaded Nation, stand up, speak up. Let me know what you guys think about that countdown. Is there anything that you're familiar with that you haven't seen? There's a lot of other ones I like the scary ones as well. Like not the scary scare cam. Those are really good. Have you ever seen those?
No.
Really? Where like people are putting on makeup.
Yeah.
They even did it here at the YouTube studio,
Really?
where people are putting up makeup
Yeah.
and somebody like the light comes on.
I love that kind of stuff.
But what's really funny is when they invited, like, the Japanese people freaked the hell out.
Yeah.
But the foreigners were just like,
They're like expecting it.
They were just like, you can't do that. And one girl actually said in Japanese, you can't do that, I'm a foreigner. Like, she had, like, no fear about it. The Halloween party, actually.
They did it there.
When they were taking photos,
Yeah.
there was a dude that actually came around and he was yelling at the other guy about the camera.
Right.
And then finally the guy got pissed off, kicked something in the corner, and
Yeah.
then suddenly took a hatchet, ripped the dude's arm off
No
while they
way.
were taking the photos.
Oh, I missed all the cool
They were called
parts.
Prank Pirates. That's the name of the channel.
Aw.
And I was waiting for them to show my reaction.
Oh, that's so
Because I was
cool.
taking a photo. I was there. I'm just like,
Yeah.
but I think I had like no fear about it because the guy challenged me and he was like standing, like looked me right in the eyes, and I was just like, I was like, dude, because I was really checking the dude that got his arm lopped off
Right.
to see if blood was coming
Right,
out, and
right.
nothing happened. I'm like, oh,
Right.
it's just a prank, bro.
Right. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
I'm sad I missed that.
yeah, it's very interesting. All right, guys. Make sure you guys check out Sharla in Japan's channel. It's Sharla in Japan. Also Charmander, her more life story. If you're interested in better stories about Japan that I could ever give you, please, and a prettier host, charlainjapan.com, okay? We're out of here. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Akasan. Akasan.